Is there a danger sign on the ETH chart? If you're interested in knowing more about this, please keep watching. BitGet is currently offering a registration promotion without having to deposit or complete KYC verification. You can receive $10 in trial funds. This is a very attractive offer. It is free and costs almost nothing. You don't have to deposit, complete KYC, or trade to enjoy the $10 trial fund. Also, I welcome you to click the link below to sign up for the face-to-face seminar in Kaohsiung on May 6th. It's free and comes with good content. You also stand a chance of winning big prizes. Let's take a look. We will have an offline seminar at Kaohsiung Lin Palace on May 6th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the day of the event. If you register on the spot, you will receive $10 in cash, which can be withdrawn. You don't have to go through KYC or trade. Register, and you will get $10. We'll have a lucky draw session too. Returning to Bitcoin. Sorry, I mean the ETH chart. Let's start with the daily chart. I think the weekly chart may be too large scale. Let's leave that for later. Let's first check out the daily chart. From the daily chart, you will realize that you can plot a clearly visible trend line. Here, I believe this is the only correct way to draw it. Why? We can see that the other methods are incorrect. You can see the first contact point here. And here, I think this can actually be considered as one contact point. Some people may consider this as two contact points, but I'd say it should only be counted as one contact point. You can see here that the shadow of this candlestick here precisely touched the trend line, and then a strong upward trend was triggered. I think this trend line is very critical. If we have a pullback in the future, the price must stay above the trend line. Otherwise, this bullish trend will officially end. Like what trend we had before? It's just like the Bitcoin trend we had before. On a daily time frame, we can see that Bitcoin kept rising by relying on this trend line. It moved upward along this trend line. You can see the contact points we had earlier. Here is one. I think this is counted as one. And here is another. After it broke below the trend line, the bear market started later. So, you can see that this trend line is very important. It's okay to have a pullback or even a drop, but the price must stay above the upward trend line. Now, let's go back to the current market situation. This trend line is highly valid because it has only one possible drawing method. And there are 3 contact points, which is enough to confirm the validity of this trend line. So, during the pullback, the price must stay above the trend line. If it doesn't, it will be very dangerous. Alright, let's continue. As we can see, there was a very important S/R roll reversal at around $1,700 during the early stages. As you can see here, I'll extend this line. We will see this as a strong support resistance level. Here is the resistance. Here's the support, and here's the resistance. This level serves a reversal role. Therefore, if the price returns to 1,700, it may form a support. We'll see if it can stay above the support. And, most importantly, above the trend line. If the price cannot stay above the trend line, this upward trend may come to an end. It'll be the end of this trend. If we switch to the 4-hour chart, there are only 2 positions we need to pay attention to. The first one is here. Hold on. I have drawn too many lines. The first position is here, at around $1,920 to $1,930, where it's valid. Resistance here. The support and resistance here have confirmed the validity of this line. The second position is at around $1,830. It's around here. As you can see, let's mark the important spots here, including these. You can find a strong support and resistance reversal here. And here, it has formed a support level again. Currently, the price has touched around $1,830, which has created another support point. As you can see, the market trend is primarily influenced by these 2 S/R reversal levels. These 2 critical levels. It's common to see the price oscillating bouncing back and forth in this range between these two levels. However, there is one thing that is concerning. A head and shoulders pattern has emerged here. Currently, we are above the support level of this pattern. But if the price breaks below the line, there is a possibility that we may experience a significant drop. Why? The range above here is really big. The range above here is really big. If the price breaks below again, given the sufficient period up here, in this formation, it will make a bigger drop. If it breaks down again, if there aren't too many traders trapped at the top, when the price breaks through this level, it won't be able to fall too far. But in the region up here, based on the accumulated time and volume of chips trapped at the top for about a month, then there is definitely a chance that it can make a bigger drop. Next, we need to pay close attention to whether the level of around 1,830 US dollars will be broken. This level is very, very important, and the price is currently running close to it. Let's compare ETH and BTC. In current market conditions, ETH is weaker than BTC because previously, ETH had a huge oscillation in this area, right? Then it went up for a retest, and now it has returned to its original starting point, oscillating in this range. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is stronger. Why? Let's assess the current market. Let's switch to the 4H chart. At this level, BTC had a violent oscillation, right? And there is still some distance between its current price and the bottom of the oscillation range. But for Ethereum, it's basically in the same position. It's basically in the same position, making it weaker. Of course, let's check the data directly. The exchange rate of ETH to BTC has been falling recently, indicating that Ethereum is relatively weaker than Bitcoin. If you want to go long, you should choose Bitcoin. If you want to go short, you must choose Ethereum, because Ethereum is weaker now. Let's take a look at the performance of the quantitative trading strategy. Early this morning, the system opened a short position. Let's check the history order. The position has been closed at a profit, right? These positions were closed at a profit. This one has a profit of over 300 US dollars. You can see the profit/loss here. This profit was earned on the morning on May 1st. On May 1st, around 9 a.m., the system opened a short position at around 1,880 US dollars and closed it at 1,840 US dollars. A small profit, but it's not too bad. To be honest, it's not bad. The strategy suffered some losses in the past, but we also earned earlier than that. So the overall result is still profitable. Let's take a look at this. This is the strategy one I'm following. This strategy. Let's see the results of the past 90 days. Shown here. The equity curve has been rising, and it's so far so good. But there was a large pullback in the middle. This is because I invested more funds at that time. So, it was amplified at this point. You can also see the profit and loss here. It's still profitable, with a few thousand USD earned for its clients. Compared to total assets, this ratio is quite good. For more detailed information, you can see the trade history here, right? These are the profitable positions. You can also check the information on the exchange to verify it. Let's verify this one. This is one of my accounts. You can see derivatives. Let's take a look. The realized profit/loss here is how much I've earned. Let's look at the detailed data, such as orders, order history, and realized P&L. The 300 US dollars plus here is what I earned today. This is the history of automatic opening and closing of the positions. Of course, I also have other accounts, all set up as sub-accounts here. I deposited 1,000 US dollars, so I earned a decent profit. If you want to know more about quantitative trading, you are very welcome to attend our free seminar on May 6th at the Lin Palace in Kaohsiung. We have prepared a lot of good content and valuable prizes for the event. Thank you very much. You're welcome to like and share my videos and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the little bell button to show me your greatest support. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.